Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to the show. It is I, your trusted Dungeon Master Brian, welcoming you once again. We're back on it, guys. The Dragon's Demand, Episode 3. You know, before we begin, though, I know you hear me run through the rhetoric all the time, but I can't tell you enough how important it is that I ask you guys, please, head on over to whatever podcast app you listen to the show on. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Sticher, Spotify, iHeart Radio, any one of those other platforms that you listen to the show on, and please leave us that 5-star rating and review. Now, I'm telling you, it really does help out the show, and if you want to help the show, that's one of the best ways to do it. Obviously, another way is you could head on over to the Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. For as little as $1, you can help out the show, and it really does go a long way. All that being said, I kind of got the business of it out of the way. I want to remind everybody that we are still currently dropping our Delta Green campaign episodes that myself and the other Hard Slingers of yore have rolled, and they sound wonderful. Going to be dropping those probably concurrently with this the Dragon's Demand episodes, so that we don't have a lull or a lapse. Of course, knowing that we're getting close to Christmas, I want to make sure that we have that we have something in reserve, because I'm sure that we're going to start losing some people as we enter into the holidays, and everybody's schedule starts getting more compacted, especially with all this COVID. I mean, how important is that to make sure that you go places, right? Because they're all still open. Actually, they're not. Once again, we, as California, have entered our 3rd official lockdown. But you know what? We're still having a great time playing this game, and I don't want to stop doing it anytime soon. Ooh, look at that light coming in through the window. Holy cow. Got bright sunshine talking about freedom, and there it is. Yes, die. Anyways, all that being said, I hope everybody out there is going to have a wonderful Christmas. Right into the show at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com. Let me know how we're doing. Also, I want to reach out to one of the commenters on our YouTube channel. He did specifically tell me how to pronounce Dennis Detweiler's name, and I got it right this time. So Dennis, I want to appreciate everything you've done as far as putting out your material for Delta Green. Any of you hard slingers out there that want to have us run a particular campaign for Delta Green, go ahead and write in the show and let us know what you would like to listen to us play next. We are open to all suggestions. Other than that, I think the only thing left to do is to warm up your dice and top off your glass as Roll the Hard 20 podcast presents Episode 3 of our Dragon's Demand run-through, Ascent of the Pede.
Right. At least you get the covered bonus to that.
The sack satchel.
Cape of Halfling.
So is everybody ready to play?
Ready.
Oh,
Kush, how you doing with your school? Is that all handled, or is it all done?
I'm on break, and then in January I'm back up.
Okay.
But it's a good thing you brought that up. I was actually going to bring it up today. In January, I'm going to have class on Wednesday again.
Okay, let me know what day works for you, and we'll re-switch the day again.
I think it's basically most of the days. I'll double check to make sure I got it right. But I think it's basically not Wednesday and not Monday, and then I'm good.
What does that mean? You're good on Tuesday or Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, pick a day. Junior, let me know what works with you also. Chris?
Good with either one.
I'm good. Yeah, either
Nick?
one's fine.
Okay. Also, finally, if you need help, I want to make sure everybody has good mics. If you need help, I can help you out with getting mics, but I want to make sure everybody has good mics too, as long as we're still down doing this COVID thing again. So message me and I'll hook you up with mics or help you out or whatever.
So what you're saying is you want us to slide up in your DMs.
That's right.
I don't think
My dark mud flaps.
I don't think that's what it stands for nowadays.
God damn.
God damn.
Well, Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. It is I, your trusted Dungeon Master Brian, and with me, the Hard Slingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oop.
And we are finally back. I know we had a brief hiatus, but we are on episode 3 of our Dragon's Demand run through. When we last left off, you guys had finally entered the Witch Tower, made your way down to a subterranean level where you guys found you were just bathed in darkness. You guys descended a ladder. You found that those of you with dark vision had noticed that there were several rotted cots. I believe Stabi had jumped on Flint Hardjunk's back, and they were exploring the lower portions. Sirkin, you noticed that in the middle room of this lower subterranean room that you guys were in, that in the north wall in an alcove was a rusted iron statue, and in the south wall was a closed iron door. Flint, with Stabi on your back, you entered the western wing of this room as you were looking at more of these rotted cots, and you saw a mountain of linen. You saw it start to move, and before you knew what was going on, you saw these 2 giant centipedes jump out, and we were going to roll initiative. We're going to do that right now. So let's roll some initiative.
All right. Let's
Yeah,
get
we're
this.
not wasting any fucking time. We're jumping right into it.
Get this shit started.
All right. Ain't too bad. Not too
Sirkin, what do you
shabby.
got, babe?
11.
That sucks, babe. Stabi,
13.
13. Flint,
14.
Griswold.
9.
9. We're
Sirkin,
starting with
you're
the low
doing great. I
rolls.
appreciate it. Let me set up our little thing of love here. So Flint, you see these 2 centipedes look at you. But I need to ask also, Sirkin, you were in the middle of the room. Griswold, where were you at in this room?
Let's see.
Were you in the eastern wing, the middle wing, or how close were you to where Flint is at?
I'd probably be a few paces behind Flint. I think that puts me at the center wing, right?
Okay, the center. Good
Yeah.
deal. The first one goes to attack you, Flint. For a 16,
Ooh, 16's going to hit.
gonna hit for 4 points of damage and 2
God
points
damn.
of poisoned damage, and I need for you to make a con save.
Oh. All right. I'll make a con save real quick, but also I am resistant to poison.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so you'll take half of that damage then, of the poison. You'll take 1 point of
1
that.
point. Okay. And that was 9 for my con check.
9, okay. You feel your body become very sluggish as you lose 3 points of dexterity.
Are you a
Yes.
dwarf?
Yes.
You have advantage on the save.
Oh,
Because of the resistance?
Yeah, so you resist the damage and you also have advantage on poison saves.
All right. Let's roll that one
Re-roll
more
that.
time.
Yeah, you have a racial.
Don't get racist. All right. 12.
12. You still take the same damage to your
Alright.
dex.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
So -3, right?
The second one moves past you and heads towards the rules lawyer. It attacks you,
I try to save
Griswold,
one of my allies and then I get paid.
and misses.
Okay.
Flint.
Well, I also had advantage on the save, so I was ready.
So you need to make that
Alright.
save again.
Oh, man. All right. Here we go. So that is 12 and -3. That will make it. Oh, wow. I just went really limp mode.
Limp Heart Strike?
Holy shit.
Limp hard strike. Yeah. I just can't do math right now.
Flint hard math.
Lint hard math.
Flip
Right? I'm
carry the
just
one.
taking 3 off to that, right?
No,
negative
don't.
to my
Well, you
con?
take 3 off the first hit. Now
So
you need to
just-
make another save. Every turn your comes up, you need to make that save again.
With the -3, right?
No,
The
you're making a
con
con save again.
You're only losing dex.
You're only losing dex.
Oh, I'm losing Dex. Okay, so it's 12. It's still 12. I was taking it off Constitution, so it's Dex that I'm losing
Yeah.
it off of. Okay, that's where I got confused. So not con, dex. God damn. It put me in the
But now
way
it's your
negatives.
turn. Make the con save again.
All right. That was the con save for my turn.
Was that with advantage?
No, that was just regular.
still
So
have
with
advantage.
advantage, that was my
You're
advantage.
Still a dwarf.
That was still my advantage. Yeah, 12.
Okay. Did you roll it? Okay.
I rolled it twice, but
Oh, you
yeah,
still
the last
you still
roll was
suffer.
shitty.
Hang on. Let me turn your camera off. Okay, so you still suffer from the 3 points of dex loss.
All right.
Stabby, from the back of Flint, all you hear is commotion all about you. You're bathed in darkness. Can't see. All you know is that Flint is having trouble rolling his dice. What would you like to do?
Fuck, I can't see anything. I don't. Oh wait, I have a candle.
That's
I'd
the
like to-
equivalent to a torch for you guys?
Well, yeah, I am.
What do you mean, you guys?
That'd be a pretty big torch for a halfling's hand. I'd like to light a candle
Okay.
to see just something within my close proximity.
Okay. As you light this candle, as a minor act, I'll leave it as a minor action or an action instead of your movement action, unless you want to jump off his back.
No, I'm riding that shit.
Oh, I bet. All right. What was that you had at work today, Junior? That easy, smooth, creamy beard fucking concoction, the homemade beer concoction.
The beard
Get some
smoother.
moonshine at work? Is that what?
We're making Pruno, man.
Bruno.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
60 days. Sirkin, now you're in the middle wing of this large room, and you turn and you see in different shades of gray, these two centipedes come out. One of them attack Flint. One of them attack Griswold. You see this illumination beam around Flint's head like a halo. And he's wearing Stabby on his back like Master Blaster from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. What are you going to do?
Who is closer to me, Flint or Griswold?
Griswold. And the
Okay,
centipede.
I'm gonna pull out my short swords and try to attack the centipede. That's trying to attack Griswold.
Okay.
First one's gonna miss. Second one, that'll probably hit. 22.
That will hit.
Okay. For 5 points of damage.
You see it take this pain and rear back a little, but still focus in on Griswold. Griswold, what are you going to do now that you see this thing is still focused in on you? Tell it a rule that it can stymie it.
I'm just gonna hit it with my Thorn Whip, my best Indiana Jones impression. Let's see here. That is 20 to hit
20 will hit.
for 5 points of damage.
It's still going.
Ugh.
And it looks at you. Now you're not familiar with the composition of this centipede, so you're really not certain how bad he is, how off he is. He's not familiar with biology of centipede, but it's going to attack you anyways. For 15,
That'll hit. Yep.
that'll hit. For 5 points of damage, and I need for you to make that con save as well.
Okay. So that is.
I'm sorry, and you'll take the 2 points of poison damage on top of that also. But I
Okay.
need for you to make the con save to negate
I
the
got
dex.
a 19 on my con save.
Okay, so you feel this poison begin to move through your body, but you're able to stave this shit off. The other centipede has 2 targets. Now that it sees this glowing ember atop of Flint's head, it's kind of taken back. You know, what is this? And it goes for you, Stabby. Oh, 19 on the roll for 3 points of damage and 2 points of poison, and I need for you to make that con save as well.
Well, at this point, I'm dead. Does it matter?
Okay, so you feel this heavy weight slump over your back, Flint. Like, you know,
Heavy,
when
huh?
you're carrying a child that doesn't want to go to its room. or doesn't want to leave target. This is what you got. The candle drops to the floor, still illuminated.
All right.
What are you gonna do, Flint? You got Stubby on your back.
A little panic from getting hit and seeing Stubby fall. Go ahead and make a con save. Or, sorry, I believe it's going to be a dex save.
11.
11, that is a fail. I cast Sacred Flame, and you are going to take 6 points of radiant damage. Is it radiant?
You see it rear back and actually start like scooting back a little. Stubby, I'm sorry, did you want to do anything else, Flint?
Not that I can right now. Did it move away from me?
It reared back.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know,
but
it's still where
yeah.
it's at, but it pulled its head back.
Okay, I am just going to take out my. I can't. I'm just going to hang out there then.
Okay, Stubby, make a death save, please.
What is death saves D20, right?
Straight up D20.
14.
14. Okay, one pass. Good job.
Whew.
Sirkin, shit's getting crazy. You watch the fire, the flame that was above Flint's head drop. You see Stubby slump over his shoulder. Griswold's still engaged.
I'm going to try to keep attacking the same centipede I was attacking in front of Griswold
Okay.
with both my short swords. First one's going to miss again. Second one, it's a nat 20.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yep.
Do it.
So that's 10 points of damage.
10 points. Describe how you bisect this giant centipede.
So with both my short swords, I try to cut it in half. The first one, I just miss it because I couldn't really see in the dark. Second one, bam, right in the middle.
Yeah. Cleave it.
Headshot.
You got movement. Want to move anywhere? Do anything?
I'm going to stay where I am right now.
Okay. Griswold.
Okay, can you clarify the one you like Sirkin killed? Is that the one that was in front of me?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
he joined beside you and engaged that one as well.
You're
Okay.
his favorite. He's letting Flint, Hard Strike, and Stabby die. Thanks, Sirkin.
No problem.
That's why God created new character sheets.
Okay, I guess I'll go help. Well, Flint is still up, so I'll go try and help
Yeah.
him. Because I don't think I can. I don't think I can get you back up. Can I? 1 second. You know what? I can do both. I'm going to cast
Yeah.
Healing Word as a bonus action,
Oh,
and then
Word.
You get 6 hit points back.
sweet.
Right on, Flint.
Then
You must
I
feel pretty
will-
good, huh?
And then I will Thorn Whip the one in front
The dwarf.
of Flint.
Just don't get us confused.
Yeah.
That is what do I add here? 21 to hit.
That's going to hit.
And let's see if I can do this one. Done. All right, I did a maximum of 6 points of damage.
Describe how you kill this giant centipede with your thorn whip, please.
Let's. I just I go to whip the centipede, and then the whip wraps around like the centipede's neck or whatever, and then the thorns just dig in until it ceases to.
Basically pops its head off of its thorax.
Yeah.
As you guys
Simple.
simmer down out of combat, Stabby, your eyes begin to flutter open and you find yourself on the floor.
Is Flint on top of me?
Not yet, but I'm robbing your pockets.
He was, I believe, Sirkin's next. So, lost my notes. Okay. So, what would you guys like to do in these rooms?
How is everybody? my eyes are fluttering open. I'm kind of getting my wits about me, and I'm like, "Hey, is everybody okay? That was intense."
Took a little beating there myself.
Same here.
Is that a hype
I
joke?
didn't even get touched. I don't.
Yeah, Sirkin, you're amazing so far.
Surprisingly, yeah.
We got a winner.
Yeah, you might want to have to like email one of these guys your spare sheets. We got a winner this time around.
Do any of us need to rest? I know, I don't know who healed me, but thank you. I thought I was a goner. Thought I was done for. I was going to die in this shithole of a tower.
Just look around like, I don't know.
Flint, while you're there, why don't you go ahead and make a perception check?
All right. 5 more centipedes. All right, I'll take it. 14.
14. Very good. You notice that sticking out of the mound of linen, there appears to be like objects within it, almost as though they were probably part of their little nest.
All right. I'll motion back to the party and be cautiously looking around where we were heading originally and be like, hey guys, believe these centipede creatures might have been stashing away some items over here. I was like, come take a look, and I'll start leading that way. Are the linens actually covering?
Well, it looks like a mound. It's probably about 3.5, 4 feet high. But you could see that through the hole that they came out of, that whatever these objects that aren't linen, they look like pieces of armor, maybe rusted weapons and tarnished type swords or daggers or whatever. Something from your distance you really can't tell, but it looks like they lined their little hovel with this stuff.
I would like to try to like grab some of the stuff and like sweep it and kind of bring it more towards the center of the room.
Okay, you stick your arm in there.
Yes.
Ah, my head. So you pull out like old rotted pieces of leather armor. You pull out a rusted short sword that looks like the tip has been busted off, and you pull out a pair of daggers that look excessively tarnished, but they look like they have something on them, on the sides of the blades.
Centipede shit.
Yeah. God damn. It corroded the short blades. Can I make a would it be investigation or
It would be investigation
let's say Arcana? All right, let's do investigation to see
or
if I know
Arcana, whatever you want to do. You tell me what you want to do with it.
I could do investigation.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, nat 1.
The candle, as Stubby comes in with the candle, your dark vision immediately blasted by this bright light. You're unable to tell exactly what it is.
All right. Well, Stubby, your candle's blocking my vision here, but take a look at these were they daggers or short swords?
They look like daggers, like a pair of daggers.
There seems to be something engraved on these daggers. I can't tell whether it's centipede shit or just rust buildup, but since you got your candle with you, take a gander.
I take the daggers from Flint and I thank him. I would
Put them in your pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Can I attempt an investigation check on
Sure.
these?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll investigation. Are you fucking kidding me? A 3. I rolled a 1.
You're just as lame as Flint. Sirkin, what would you like to do at this point? You're in the middle wing here.
I'd like to walk over where Flint and Stibby are. Just kind of walk over, see what they're looking at. It's like, here, let me take those daggers. So I'll do an investigation check on those.
While he's doing that, I'm going to get ready to roll.
I got a 12.
12. You're unable to tell what they are. They just look like a strange series of notches along the flat side of the blades. They don't look like any type of writing, though. It's hard for you to determine what these notches and grooves represent.
Here, Griswold, you want to take a look at this?
Yep.
Just passing those things out.
Like
Okay.
passing a blunt around the group.
All right. I didn't do too much better. I got a 15 total.
You can, as you're eyeballing these things and Sirkin's pointing out, these notches and these grooves and stuff, to you, they strike you as like, well, first of all, you could tell that underneath all this tarnish that these are fine looking daggers. They appear to be made of mithril, and they look almost identical, but you're able to deduce that these grooves and notches would make these daggers almost work as keys. Like the same kind of a design as like a key would have.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I'll relay that to the group. These seem like quite good daggers, but more importantly, I think they may be able to use them as keys somewhere else in here.
Just gotta
Does it
hang
have
on to
like a
those.
door or something? Or
Maybe we can try and find a match for the daggers. I can't think of any doors right now.
About stabbing it in the centipede. Maybe they're part of the key. We don't know. You don't know. Anything else in that little nest that they had?
No, just a bunch of crap in there.
Okay.
Boots, just things like that. They look like they might have consumed possibly whoever was living in this barracks area, because that's almost what you could deduce these two rooms were.
Okay. And do you want me to roll a perception just to check around the beds and stuff that were in that corner?
No, it's not necessary. There's really nothing else in that room
Okay.
that you fought the centipedes in.
Okay. Who was further down on the middle bottom end of the room that we walked into? Because I know we are in the west corner
Well,
right now.
They both came into the room with you, right? Sirkin, you walked in there, and so did Griswold.
yeah,
Okay.
Oh, okay. By any chance, before we got attacked, Griswold, Sirkin, did you guys see anything down that way? Maybe a doorway, a passageway, a tunnel?
I think I saw a statue. I might have saw something that kind of looked like a door. I'm not entirely sure. I might have to go double check.
All right. I mean, if we're done in this corner, I would like to check the southern area of that room.
Okay. Of the middle room, right?
Of the middle room, correct?
Okay. You go to the center room. You look to the south. You see that there's an iron door there.
Any keyholes? Anything? Handles? Anything on it?
There's a handle. You don't see any keyholes, though.
No keyholes? All right. I don't know how you guys feel what might be on the other side of the door, but if you're ready,
No.
let's
guts.
pop this thing open.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Griswold, what would you like to do?
I will stand behind Flint and be ready for whatever comes up.
Okay. Stubby, you still on his shoulders again?
I can't see anything, so yes, I'm still on his back.
Okay. Sirkin?
Yeah, I'll join the rest of the group.
Okay. As you... Tell me what you want to do. Flint.
I want to...
You tugging on that fucker or what?
I mean, I'm not like SWAT kicking it down, but I want to like open it like cautiously.
Okay. You crack it open. You just... as the rust on these hinges just makes this grating noise that echoes on both sides of the door, your side as well as whatever's on the other side. You partially crack it, and you can see that that it extends out onto a 10-foot deep corridor that looks like it runs from west to east.
Okay. Any sign of illumination in that room?
It does appear to be a little bit brighter. Where the illumination's coming from, it's very difficult to tell. But it would probably help whoever doesn't have dark vision it would be considered low light for that individual or those individuals.
Okay. Then seeing
Get
that nothing.
fucker off your back now.
This is my opportunity to climb down.
Off that back.
Since it
Freeloader.
seems safe to go, I just want to enter 5 feet and then see if there's anything else like around. Like it's a 10-foot hallway, right? Going down
Well,
a
it's
little
10
bit.
feet deep. Like it extends 10 feet in front of the door. You know,
Okay.
And there's, the hallway is 10 foot wide. And then as you step into the hallway, you can see that it extends 15 feet to the west before going south and 15 feet to the east before going south. It like it dead ends and goes south.
Okay, I'll go the 10 feet in to where it opens up more. And I'll wait there.
Okay. Circuit.
I'll follow. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll
was gonna
follow
say
up
the same
behind
thing.
Flint because I'm pretty close to him anyway.
Okay. Griswold?
Yeah, following along.
Okay. Circuit?
Yeah, same thing. Following.
Okay, you guys follow in. You guys see that the hallways themselves are made out of rough-hewn stones on the walls, on the floor. The ceiling looks very dark, craggy, and you see that it goes 15 feet to the west and to the east before they end, and then go to the south.
Can we tell which direction? Is it still the light still low? Can we
It's
tell?
still pretty low. Go and make a perception check. Well, wait, which way are you guys looking, first of all?
Just looking straight down.
Which way straight down? Like at the wall in front of you? Or
No. Well, I'm at the edge, like into the center of the room, I guess.
It's not really a room. It's
Or the opening of the hallway.
yeah, well, like you enter the hallway and it goes, the whole hallway is 10 feet wide. So like even if you turned east, the hallway's still 10 feet wide. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
And then you could go down 15 feet and it looks like there's something against that far wall. And then if you were to turn to the east and go 15 feet, it looks like there's something on that far wall as well.
Better not be
But-
some centipedes.
I'd like to
Centipede
go.
statues.
I'd like to go towards the wall where you said that there may be something there.
They both look that way at either end,
Okay.
east and west.
I go west.
Okay. So you go
It's like a
15
text
feet,
adventure.
and as your eyes start to try to adjust, you notice that against the wall is actually a door.
Ooh.
It's a solid iron door at the terminus of this hallway, and it looks like
Does
it's
it look like it has a slip for a dagger?
what's that?
Does it look like it has a keyhole that fits a dagger?
Well, it looks like there's a keyhole in it, but you also notice that there's a like a metal sliding piece at about eye level
Password, please.
in like a small slit at the bottom of the door that's about 14 inches wide by about 2 inches high.
Ooh. Ugh. I'm getting an Indiana Jones vibe here. We're gonna get sawed in half.
Well, imagine like the door has like a panel,
Yep.
and then at the bottom
Yeah.
of the door
Yeah,
there's
it's-
like a slot. Yeah. Okay.
That's where all the snakes come out.
How tall is that bottom slit?
It's only about 2.5 inches high, but it's all the way. It's from the floor up, as though the door itself has been cut.
Okay, so at the bottom of the floor, it's cut up like 2.5 inches, and it's the
Door. Yeah.
Okay, and is it metal?
The door.
No, the slit. Is it just open, or is it metal, or?
Yeah, it's like imagine this is the slit up at the top that slides. At the very bottom of the door The door is cut open.
Upwards.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like you could see through the other side of the door through that little opening.
Okay. Do I see any light coming from that slit on the bottom? Any more light than what's in the hallway?
No, it's still the same kind of ambient light that's all around you, which is very low lit at most.
Okay, so I look back at the group and I'm like, look, guys, I can't see much of anything in here. Maybe one of you guys want to look with your dark vision and that slit because I'm blind.
Yeah, well, even at your height, you can't even look at the sliding panel. You couldn't look through the sliding panel either. So.
I was talking to the slit of looking down in the
At the bottom slit.
the
Ooh.
bottom slot.
Slit,
I
slot.
I
whatever you wanna call
I
it.
can't see anything. Maybe one of you guys can look through here.
Am I the only one tall enough to actually look through the top slot?
Probably. I mean,
Probably. You guys could pyramid up if you want.
all right.
Good. I don't
It's like
need-
Scooby Doo.
It's like 5 feet off the ground. It's not,
But I think
all
it might
hell
be the
the
only one that can
Cro-Magnon,
actually-
man.
Okay, well, I'll join Stabby and try to first look through the sliding thing on the top.
Okay, you slide it to the side and you look inside, and you could tell that there's a stone bench along the northern wall. It looks like some kind of a latrine-looking thing in the southern wall. Basically, it looks to you like it's a cell, but it's empty.
Oh.
Okay, so I relay that to Stabby. It's like, kind of looks like a prison cell or something like that. You want to go ahead and check it out?
Yeah, let's do it. Be just like when I was younger, enslaved.
Oh, jeez.
Bring back good memories.
What?
Okay, so you want to muscle this door open?
Yeah, I'll just try to open it.
Okay. It grinds and screeches just like the door that led into the original hallway. And you see that this particular room is 10 feet deep by 15 feet wide. And as I described, there's a stone sleeping-esque bunk, what looks to be like some kind of a hole potty thing in the southern wall. And other than that, there's really nothing of interest in this particular room at all.
Okay. So yeah, I'll take a look around. It's kind of like, it just looks like an empty prison cell to me. I don't think there's anything in here.
Griswold, are you still outside?
Yeah, I guess
Who's inside?
so.
Who's outside?
I'm outside.
I'm outside right now.
Okay. Griswold,
Outside.
outside. Stubby,
I'm still outside. I didn't go in with Sirkin.
okay. Because of the low light, Flint, you and Griswold are actually able to make out about 15 feet further down the corridor, another iron door against the western wall. From what you can tell, it almost looks like the same kind of door that you guys had just opened as well.
All right.
But it almost looks as though there, even though the corridor keeps going down, like way down there, there's also a hallway about another 10 feet past that door that goes to the west.
Do you guys want to see if there's what's in the other room? It could possibly be another holding cell for whatever purposes they had here.
I'd certainly like to take a look.
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to take a look as well.
All right, let's make
Okay.
mosey on down.
As you mosey down, describe for me what you want to do in front of this door.
I want to open it.
Okay.
I mean,
This one seems a little stiffer, a little tighter. Why don't you go ahead and make a strength check?
That's what she said.
Yeah, we're gonna
Snap.
strength this
'Cause
thing
it's
down.
tighter.
All right, still feeling a little fatigued from the damage. I rolled a 6.
6, you're just not able to make this thing budge. Oh, you know what? I forgot to ask you to keep making that con save, by
A
the
con
way.
save. All right. Make it right now. That is 17.
17. You no longer feel the effects of what this centipede had dumped in your cavity.
How to use cavity, huh? All right.
I got a wealth of words.
Sirkin, I failed to try to bust this door open. You seem to be one of the stronger ones. Might you be able to aid?
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, sure.
You're so muscular.
Muscular.
I can't tell if Circuit's flattered or Nick.
I know he's like shining in front of the camera, right, loosening up buttons and shit. Just got this waxed. Kaboom.
I rolled an 18.
You muscle through this door like it's nobody's business. Just let me show you how to do this tiny blaze through this thing, and you see that this room is identical to the other room, but mirrored. Like instead of the bunk being against the north wall, it's against the southern wall, and the latrine aspect of it is against the northern wall. As you bursted this door open, Griswold, while you're out in the hallway, why don't you go and make a perception check?
That's a 7.
7? You're just watching these buffoons do almost nothing.
All right.
Circuit, check the toilet bowl. Maybe they made some fine hooch.
Some Pruno.
Some Pruno.
Aged Pruno. Because that's actually a thing, is like, it doesn't look like this place has been utilized in quite some time. It looks very run down. You know, you get a lot of dust in the air. The torch holders have long since been emptied. Their rings that hold them along the walls are just down and blackened. Doesn't look like anybody has been in this portion for quite some time.
Oh, let's hope they keep it that way.
Stabby, where are you at?
I'm in the doorway.
Okay, why don't you go and make a perception check while you're standing there as well?
13.
13. As you're looking around, watching Flint and Sirkin investigate this second cell, you're kind of looking around. You look up and you notice, curiously, there's this semicircle stone ridge that seems to be running along the ceiling and through the hallway. It looks about 6 inches in diameter or so, and it looks like it's made out of the same material that the ceiling is made out of, but it seems to go from one side of the hallway across the hallway and into the other side of the hallway, you know, like as though going through some kind of a channel or something like that. It's a unusual looking tube thing.
And is it recessed into the ceiling, or is it?
No, it's hanging down from the ceiling like a.
Okay. So it's like
this is the ceiling,
kind of like this, and it's a channel.
Yeah, exactly, just like that, just like that.
What type of material? Can I tell what kind of material that channel is?
Go ahead and make an investigation check, because I don't think you're a dwarf, right? You're
no,
halfling.
Rolled a 12. 12?
Nah, you're not really. It looks almost like the same material as the ceiling, but you really can't tell.
Okay. And
Griswold from. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
And it runs down the length of the.
No, it actually cuts across the hallway, almost at an angle, like from the northeastern going to like the southwestern portion of the hallway. It doesn't go directly across it, but just at a slight cant.
Okay.
Griswold, what were you gonna do?
Can I check that out as well?
Sure.
Sorry, what kind of roll were you making, Stevie?
Investigation. Or as a dwarf, you could probably do like stone cutting or whatever.
All right, that's actually what I was hoping for. Let's see here. What do I add to this?
that an advantage or
I think
a
it's
plus?
I think it's just you get added to your proficiency twice. Okay, I didn't roll that great, but that means I got a 16.
16.
Yeah.
You can tell that that this semicircular channel is not natural, but it does look like it's made from the same material as the ceiling. Most likely they had they built this thing to look like the ceiling. Does that make sense? Like they took the material that the ceiling was made out of to make this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Can't necessarily make sense of that yet, but I'll give that information to the group and see if one of them can.
Okay. Flint, with this new information, what would you like to do with it?
I would like to notify everyone that we did not find any pruno in the cells, that we tossed the cells clean, no indications of weapons or anything.
No
found.
shanks?
No shanks. And I would
Better
also,
be making a machine gun.
That's right. Can't be talking to people like that. I will also like to make, were you making an investigation or a history for stone cutting?
It should be under your racial trait. I mean, you could do
It is
investigation, but as a dwarf, it should be a racial trait.
Okay.
Stone cutting is history, and you get to add your proficiency twice.
All right, I'll check it out again. And that is not going to be as great as yours. That is just an 8.
Yeah, you're just
I know.
enthralled by how he's talking to you about his knowledge of stones, and you're thinking of pruno.
You're very wise.
So as you, as he's talking to you, you notice that the corridor continues to go south, and then, like I said, there's a corridor about another 20 feet that goes to the west. But you also notice that the corridor will continue to go south for about another 20 feet, and then angle off to the southwest from where you are.
All right, let's find that pruno. No, I'm just kidding.
Tell me what you want to do.
We can't follow that pipeline that we saw on the ceiling, right? Because it ends up extending out of the room diagonally. Is
It
what you
looks
said?
like from where you're looking at it that it angles down, and then it goes along the ridge of the corridor, almost following the wall to the south, and then it looks like it takes a turn to the west down the corridor.
Okay. I would like to try to chase that trail and see where that leads.
Okay, is that what you guys want to do? Tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm with Flint.
Okay. Gotta find where we are now. You guys are getting all over the place.
That's what we do.
That's right. You notice that this corridor that you go down west, it goes down about I'm sorry.
How are you doing that?
What? Don't talk to me like that. I'll fire all of you. Okay, so you can see that as you go down that corridor, it goes down about 40 feet, and the ridge continues to go down this entire corridor, and it actually goes in to the far west wall. But you can, at where it ends at the far west wall, it looks like the corridor goes north at the end of it. And as you're, I don't know how far down this particular corridor you guys have walked, or if you just are witnessing this, or what you're doing. So tell me what you guys want to do.
I would take it that I'm following it down and going pretty much where it leads. Quick question. Is it only coming from that one room when we're down that corridor? Are we seeing it on both sides, like as if the other cell had one as well?
No, it
Where it
didn't.
wraps
Didn't
down?
go. It doesn't go into the cell. Imagine that the cell doors. Okay, there was 2 cell doors.
Mhm.
They were about 20 feet apart on the west wall. On the east wall, this is why it's so hard to do this on Zoom. On the east wall of that corridor, it extends out of that wall,
Okay.
angles, and goes towards the west wall where the 2 doors are, and then
Okay.
it starts running along the upper ridge where the wall meets the ceiling.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't 2 lines going down.
No,
Like,
it's
in
one
case it was
because once it hits the other wall, it goes down and then extends a little bit past that corner, so it then runs down the center of that western corridor, where it dead ends into the far west wall, and that's where it ends. Like it went into that wall, and then from there you could see that there's a corridor that goes to the north. But I also need you to make a perception check as you're like looking at this corridor.
Okay.
Just him or all of us?
What's that?
Just him or all of us?
If you're next to him, go ahead and make that same perception check.
That's good. That is a non-natural 20.
All right.
Better than me.
As you're looking at this, you notice in the southern wall, about halfway down that western corridor, that a portion of this wall looks like it was once disguised, but because of all this decay and moisture in the air and all the other attributes that cause decay, that it's basically left a poorly hidden door that had once been secreted away.
Okay. Hey guys, I believe I might have found a passage of some kind down at the south wall. I want to go up to it. I would like to. I don't know if it would be perception or investigation. I just want to see if it's. You said it was a hidden door. Is it a wooden door?
Yeah,
like
no, it looks like it was
stones, or-
part of the wall, like a secret passageway that they had once hid. But because of all the moisture and everything else, the decay, and possibly when this whole tower collapsed a short time ago, maybe it dislodged more of the camouflage that hid this thing.
Okay. Do I see any slots? Can I make a perception to see if any slots, handles, any way that I could tell that might open this
Yeah, go
secret
ahead and
passage?
make a perception check.
Okay. I fail. I'm just enamored that I found the door. That's a 6.
In love with the door.
No,
Oh.
you don't notice anything other than it looks like it's definitely defunct from whatever it once was. Stabby, as you're with your group, what would you like to do with this information as well?
I'll try a perception check also.
Okay.
I'm not hopeful. I'm not that smart. 14, not bad.
14?
Yep.
You don't see any handles on it, but you do see what Flint was talking about how this looks to be some kind of a portal that probably gives way. You don't notice anything on the floor, so it's highly probable it maybe will swing inwards.
Okay. I'd like to. I don't have any other indication if it swings in to the right or the left.
No, you can't tell because you don't see any hinges at all.
Nothing at all. Okay. I'd like to give it a shot and try to push it open.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check as you feel the resistance that it gives you.
13.
13?
Yep.
You can feel it budging on your right side, but you can't get it, not by yourself.
Okay. I look back at Sirkin. I'm like, hey, strongman. I tried to push this.
Flex it up, man.
What I think is a door, but it kind of budged on the right, but not the left. Maybe you can give this a shot. And
All right. Yeah.
Is
walk
the
up
store open?
It's just walking around opening pickle jars, man.
Opening jars. I bought you a jar of pickles. You want me to open it for you?
This time I got a 3.
3. He's bonking. Give this guy a power bar or something, man.
All right.
You're out of here.
Power boosting.
Griswold, you watch these guys attempting to push this door open. It's not really giving way.
My mind's still at daggers. Does it seem like you can use a dagger as a key on this one?
Possibly.
Do I need to make an investigation check or something for that?
Unless you just want to stab it in the
Yeah,
stone
stab it right in the butthole.
Just stab it.
Go and make an investigation check.
Let's see. This isn't great. I got a 13. Wait, let me check. It might be 14. Nope, 13.
Do I hear a 15?
No.
You do notice that there is a slot between the faux brick that's there. Whether or not the grout had fallen out intentionally or that's part of whatever you're looking for, you really can't tell.
Try it anyway. I'm gonna stab the dagger into that and try and see
Okay.
if I can wiggle around.
You slip it in, and you actually feel it like hesitate, like shudder as you bring it in, but it actually takes the full blade, all 10 inches into this slot, and you feel the door actually very easily swing open for you.
That door just lost its virginity.
Woo.
right.
You don't know that though.
I think that door's been used a few times.
Right. As you peel open this door, you can see on the other side of this thing a hallway that's only about 5 feet in front of you, and it goes to the west about 10 feet and then goes further south. Does that make sense? So like you open up the door and it dead ends to a wall right 5 feet in front of you. If you look to the west, which is to your right, it goes down about 10 feet and then goes south to the left.
Okay, I guess I'll just start walking in and just see where that pathway takes me.
That's right. Fucking macho, man.
That's right.
I'll follow Sturkin.
So as you enter and you make a left and start heading south, you notice that the western wall has a bunch of doors, just boom. Every 5 feet, boom. Another 5 feet, boom. And you can count that there's 4 doors along the western wall. Each of them looks just like the ones that you had looked at previously, with the eye slots and the food slots at the bottom. And it looks like it goes down probably about 40 feet to the south and then turns to the east.
Okay. I'd like to just take a peek into one of the doors, just see if like I see the same exact thing I saw in one of the previous cells, just to make sure there's like nothing I don't expect.
As you slide it open, you look inside, you actually notice that there appears to be a corpse in this room.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, so I let the group know. It's like, hey, I think there's actually something in there. It looks like a corpse or a dead body or something like that. I'm gonna try to check it out.
Okay.
So
So you open it up. You see that this corpse is just crumpled in the corner. You can't really tell unless you make a medicine check how long it's been there or what happened to it. So let me know you wish to proceed.
yeah, I'd like to try to do a medicine check and see if I can just see how long it's been there.
Okay.
That is a 17.
17. You could tell that even though decay has set in, that its skull has been crushed in. Most likely died from some type of blunt force trauma. Go ahead and make an investigation check as well.
Some foul play.
Investigation, that's 13.
13. Even though its clothes are in tatters, they do look as though they hold some kind of official capacity. But because how old they are, you really can't tell what they are.
Okay.
I want to go in the room as well. Now, taking a look at them, even
Him.
though they're close, sorry. Taking a look at him or her.
Yeah, possibly.
And their clothes being tattered. Can we tell whether, can I take a perception, do a perception and see if their clothes is like regular civilian or were they dressed for prisoners?
Okay.
As prisoners, like they changed their outfits.
Okay.
That is a 21.
21. They don't look like civilians. Or the clothes don't look like they would belong to a civilian. They don't look like they would belong to a prisoner either. In fact, they almost look as though they belong to maybe a guard that worked here.
Okay.
Griswold, you're outside the room.
Yeah.
Avi, are you outside the room as well?
I am.
Both of you make a perception check.
Four.
4.
12.
12. You hear a faint noise, but you just can't tell where it's coming from, Stubby. Griswold, you don't hear anything.
Okay. I'd like to move down the corridor a little bit and just see if I can get any sense of where this sound is coming from.
Okay. You move down. How far down would you like to go? You got 3 more doors you could go down, or you could follow it all the way down south and make a left heading east if you wish.
I'll go all the way to the end of the hall.
Okay. Make a perception check again.
12 again.
12. You hear more of a commotion coming from the hallway you're now facing, and you could see that there's several more doors along the northern wall of this corridor, which extends for probably, gosh, I don't know, maybe 70 feet from where you stand to the east. And there's 5 more doors that are sporadically placed along the northern wall of that corridor.
Okay. I yell back to the group and say, "Hey guys, I hear something down in this other hall. Come down here. Let's figure out what the sound is."
Flint, what are you doing being in that room with Sirkin?
A little taken back. I'll tell Sirkin that, I believe this might be a guard. I don't know if he was a regular prisoner, but there's got to be a reason why they held them behind this hidden wall. And is there another quick perception of the cell? Maybe anything on the body, or I know it's pretty much a corpse at this point and probably looking like a skeleton, but is there anything else in the room?
Go ahead and make another. How you want to inspect the corpse? Correct.
Correct.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Medicine check. All right. Yeah, that's gonna be good. 24.
24. You notice that its right hand is missing.
Okay. I'll grab the right arm.
Left hand.
Left hand or right?
No, his right hand. I said, I grabbed I'm like, left hand.
I grab his hand and I raise it, like examining the body, and since Sirkin's right there, so we could see, and we notice that the hand is missing. I just give him a weird look, like some shady shit went down.
Yeah, something seems off.
Yeah, his right hand.
Good one.
Other than that, I mean, we'll go see I'll go head out the room and see what the commotion is outside.
Okay, Griswold, from where you are, you watch these two come out of the cell. Stubby had went all the way down, and he's like staring down the corridor that leads to the east. You still have 3 more doors to your right along this corridor. What would you like to do?
Can I take the door closest to me?
Sure.
Is there anything like distinctive about it at all, or is it just?
It looks just like the one that those two had went through just a moment ago. This is like the next door down the line.
Okay. You know what? All these doors are confusing me. I'm gonna follow. I'm just gonna follow everyone else.
Okay, so as you guys can congregate at the end of this corridor, all staring, looking down the east, trying to lean your ear in. Everybody make a perception check.
Oh, come on. Damn.
Stubby,
18.
Flint,
7.
Sirkin,
12.
Griswold.
4.
You and that 4.
Can't make
Stubby, as you've stood there, leaning, craning your ear in as best as you can, you hear this faint voice say, "Oh, gods, kind faces, bless you. I've been saved." See you next session.
You knew it. And then 5 centipedes jump out at you.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, and iHeart Radio. And if you like what you're hearing, please leave us that 5-star review. You can also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. And be sure to check out the galleries. We got a lot of really interesting stuff posted there. And finally, join us on our Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. There are ways for you to help out the show and pick up swag. So until next session, keep your dice warm and your glass full as you roll those hard 20s.